Hey guys, welcome back. What is happening? We're out here in the garage today. As par for the course this summer, I raked hay yesterday and it rained this morning. So, not bailing. But I got a couple other projects I need to work on. The first one we're going to work on, I don't know if you can tell, got the four-wheeler behind me here. And right down there, I'll bring you in. We were using it to pull the yard sweeper a while back, 2 weeks ago I guess. And the stinking hitch broke off. So, we gotta fix it. Now, I'm gonna bring in here, and this hitch, I forget what we were doing, and it cracked before, and I came in, ground it out, and welded it. Well, it cracked the rest of the way across. Now, I'd had that extension on it because the hitch ball originally was down there where the bolt is. The problem being, for a lot of stuff around the yard that was fine, but I use the toe ring with the yard sweeper, and with my log splitter requires the pin hitch. Plus I needed to raise it up for the log splitter because it sat too low to the ground. The log splitter just, it was at such an angle you couldn't tow it that way. So I put this hitch extension on here. The only problem is that moved the ball out, which I guess probably puts more stress on here. And I don't generally tow a lot of weight with this. Just maybe I got a small little 4x6 trailer that I tow around with this thing. And it's not even really 4x6, but just to move stuff around the yard or whatever. And I guess it just finally broke. So I've got a piece of 1/4-inch plate. I'm going to take some measurements. I think what we're going to do is we're going to run a 1/4-inch plate up in here ways, bring it back. And I think I'm going to leave this here and just let it run across the top of this. Maybe clean up this edge a little bit and run it up in this side as well. And then bring it out where I may go ahead and just move this forward and attach it up here. That'll suck it in a little closer to the four-wheeler and put more of the weight on that rear axle. But I also want to run that 1/4-inch plate further up these frame tubes to help push the, spread the weight out a little bit more. And we'll cut it, we'll get it cut, we'll weld it up in there, and we'll see what it looks like. But I'm gonna have to grind these couple of tack welds off and get this piece off the bottom of the hitch, and then we'll just weld this directly down to that 1/4-inch plate. We'll go ahead and run the bolt through it, but I think, as long as I can drill a hole that big. If not, maybe I'll have to go get another drill bit, but we'll at least get that cut off, and we'll weld this piece down to the 1/4-inch plate, and that way it'll sit in here about like this. It'll be up a little closer to the four-wheeler, which is fine. That'll pull the weight in further on the frame and make it handle the trailer a little bit better. But we'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, so I've changed up my plan just a little bit. What I'm going to do, you can see there's a lower piece underneath this rear frame end, and this piece of the hitch fits in there perfectly. So what we're going to do, I'm going to slide that in there and get it in the right spot. Then I can get it up in there. I'll have to tap it up in there, but it comes out just flush with this bottom side, which, flush across here. So what I'm going to do, I've got 2 plates marked out down here. This one's going to go on top. This one's going to go underneath. There's going to be a bolt hole in each one. And the bolt that goes down through that hole is going to go down through the top plate, this hole, and then this bottom plate. And I'm going to sandwich all of it together, including these outer frame tubes on each side. So hopefully that will, instead of just putting the stress of the hitch in here, it'll transfer it out to these outer frame tubes, which should be able to handle it a lot better. Plus it's going to suck it into the four-wheeler. The old bolt hole was back here, so to get that in perspective, the old bolt hole was about where this ring is, right in here. We're moving that forward by almost 2 inches, which will shift the weight up that way, which is what we kind of want. So I'm going to break out the torch. We're going to get our plates cut, and then we'll be back. Safety glasses that I'm wearing are actually specialty Hobart Shape 5 lenses for using cutting welding torch. Now we're going to go ahead and get these plates cut out. I've got a piece of 1x1 square tubing clamped in my vise, and I've clamped the plate to that. That way it's supported. And I'm going to try and cut our holes first, and then I'll go back and cut our plates out. Quick check, make sure the bolt fits. I'm going to have to do a little work on both of them, because I don't have a 3/4 inch drill bit, so this is kind of the easiest way to do it at this point. Well guys, there we go. We'll let them cool off a minute. We'll hit them with the grinder and clean all the slag off. Before any of y'all go make fun of my nice little vise here, I'm going to tell you, that was a $10 yard sale vise. Somebody was cleaning out their garage. You can't even buy one from Harbor Freight for 10 bucks. Yeah, it's small, I know. But you know what? For what I'm doing, it does the job just fine. And for 10 bucks, I couldn't pass it up. That's nice because I don't have a stand for it. I'd love to build a stand for it. Maybe in the future I'll make a video building a stand. But right now, I can just pick it up and carry it wherever I want. If I think I might need it somewhere, I can throw it in the back of the truck and take it with me. I've got the plates cut now. I actually bolted it all together, and take it down underneath. Hopefully you can back out, maybe you can see that. Basically, my plan here is to weld it right along here to that tube, across the top to that tube, down both sides to this plate, and then fill in this whole gap back here to add extra support to this, and then tie it all into the remaining piece of the original hitch that's in here, tie all that together, and hopefully that'll transmit more of the weight on the hitch itself into the frame tubes, and we'll see how it works. But I'm going to get the welder fired up and get the welding her together. And then it also still gives me room up underneath. There's a bolt right underneath it here where the rear axle bolts down. I can still get to that if I ever need to remove the rear axle. So that's a good thing. But hopefully we'll tie all this together into this hitch and make it a little bit sturdier than it was before, and I'm going to leave the bolt in there just for the extra strength as well. So let's get to welding. Keep her from rusting. Well guys, hopefully you can see that. The welds aren't the prettiest, unfortunately. Sometimes I have issues with that welder. I think I definitely need a new ground leader, at least to re-terminate it. But you can see we welded into the tubes here all the way around. We welded into the tubes down across the bottom. Welded this to this lower plate across here. Tied the top plate, the lower plate, and the old hitch together in here. Did the same thing on this side. And then we've got, I don't know if it'll show up, welded that all the way across there. And then we also tied it in all the way up in here. So that should help to transfer some of that weight. And that's 1/4 inch plate, and the piece on the bottom is 1/4 inch plate down here. And it's that bolt has it sandwiched, has those frame tubes sandwiched in between. And then we just threw a coat of gloss black on there while it was nice and hot. That way hopefully it'll cook on there, you know, stick around a while. So I'm gonna go hook a trailer up to it. We'll see how it works. Hopefully I got it taken care of, guys. Please don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.